Check. Okay. Are we live? Have everyone seen the microphone issue? Great. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Historic Council Chambers here in downtown Summerside at our City Hall for our special council meeting of March 26, 2026. I'll begin by calling the meeting to order here at 12:01 p.m. I'd ask for a member of council to move and a member of council to second the agenda as presented. Councillor Cameron moved, seconded. Councillor McDougall. All members of council in favor of the agenda as presented, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed, changes, revisions? Hearing none, we'll proceed with the agenda as presented. Quick note, we do have Councillor Duran joining us virtually. We begin each one of our meetings here at the City of Summerside by acknowledging that the land upon which we gather is unceded Mi'kmaq territory. Abogway is covered by the historic treaties of peace and friendship. At this point, I ask any member of council to declare a conflict of interest with respect to any item on the agenda. Seeing and hearing none, we'll move on to resolutions. At this point, I will hand over the mic, not literally, to Councillor McDougall, Chair of Finance and representative for Department of Finance, to proceed with the resolution on your agenda this evening, or this afternoon. Councillor McDougall.
Thank you, Your Worship, and it's a pleasure once again to present the resolutions for our budget process, completing our budget process, I should say. The first one is Resolution COS 26-008, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rick Morrison. Be it resolved that the 2026-27 municipal tax rates for the City of Summerside be approved as following per $100 of a taxable assessment. Commercial for resident and non-resident is $1.90, non-commercial for resident is 74 cents, and non-commercial for non-resident is $1.48.
Thank you, Councillor McDougall. Resolution COS 26-008, moved by Councillor McDougall, seconded by Councillor Morrison, is on the floor. Further comments, questions, statements from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? Hearing none, the resolution is carried unanimously. Councillor McDougall, back to you.
Thank you, and I just wanted to point out that there was no increase in that tax rate from last year. So, the next resolution I have is COS 26-009, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Rick Morrison. Be it resolved, the incremental 2026-27 business improvement area, the BIA tax rate, be approved at 18 cents per $100 of total assessment, commercial and non-commercial, excluding residential assessments. The BIA tax levy includes all properties within the boundaries of the downtown Summerside business improvement area.
Thank you, Councillor. Resolution COS 26-009, moved by Councillor McDougall, seconded by Councillor Morrison, is on the floor. Any further comments, questions, statements from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, will call for a vote. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The resolution is carried unanimously. Councillor McDougall.
Thank you, Your Worship. And again, I just want to say that BIA rate remains the same as it did last year. Next resolution is COS 26-010, moved by myself, seconded by Councillor Norma McColman. And be it resolved that the 2026-27 water and sewer rates for residential customers be approved at $28.90 for water and $56.70 for sewer, for a combined monthly rate of $85.60. The commercial meter rates can be found on page 31 of the budget document.
Thank you, Councillor McDougall. Resolution COS 26-010, moved by Councillor McDougall, seconded by Councillor McColman, is on the floor. Further comments, questions, statements from members of council? Seeing and hearing none, we'll call for a vote. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The ayes have it. The resolution is carried unanimously.
And again, I just wanted to comment on that one. There's a slight increase in that one of $4.85 a month. So the next and our last resolution is COS 26-011, moved by myself and seconded by Councillor Kerry Adams. Whereas the 2026-27 operating and capital budgets were presented to the public on March 12, 2026, be it resolved that the 2026-27 operating and capital budgets for the City of Summerside be approved as presented.
Thank you, Councillor McDougall. Resolution COS 26-011, moved by Councillor McDougall, seconded by Councillor Adams, is on the floor. For their comments, questions, statements from members of council. Seeing and hearing none, I'll call for a vote. All in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
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 Any opposed? The resolution is carried unanimously. Thank you, council. At this point, I'll open the floor to members of city council if they wish to provide any further comments.
The only comment I have is I just want to, again, thank our staff for the great job in keeping the city on the straight and narrow and being the guardians that we need them to be. So appreciate it, and thanks to all of my fellow councillors.
Thank you, councillor. I think we all agree with all of those comments. With that, I will adjourn our meeting here at 12:07 p.m. Thanks, council. Have a great rest of your day.